Hi everyone, and thank you so much for watching. This morning I had a little extra time to get ready and I decided to do this look. And it's the end of the day now, so my makeup actually lasted pretty well throughout the day. But if you want to know how you can do your makeup on a day where you have a little extra bit of time or you want to go out for lunch or something, then please keep watching. To start off, I'll be applying my Wet n Wild primer all over my face, and I'll be using my fingers to smooth it in before going in with my LA Girl Pro Liquid Foundation in the color Porcelain. As usual, I'm just using my fingers to dot the foundation onto my skin, and then I use my beauty blender to spread the foundation and to blend it in smoothly. I'm also dragging my foundation down my neck to make sure everything blends and matches well. I'm using these two concealers by LA Girl to brighten up my face. I'm using the first one called Porcelain, and it's a little bit too bright for me, so I'm applying it where I want to apply concealer, but then I'm also going to go in with a concealer in the color Natural, which also isn't exactly my color, but the two together is the perfect shade. So I just mix them on my face, and then I use my beauty blender to blend them in. Underneath my eyes, I drag it down in a triangle. I don't put concealer in a triangle because then it's too much for a daily thing. So I just use a beauty blender to blend it out, and I drag it on my eyelids so that I have a smooth surface to start with. I'm using my LA Girl translucent setting powder, and I'm first going to set underneath my eyes before there's any creasing, and I'm going to set on my eyelids for the same reason, and then I'm just going to buff a little bit all over my face to prevent any other shininess coming throughout the day. I'm using a bit of this yellow-toned whitish powder, and I'm applying it underneath my eyes just to brighten the area up a bit more. For my eyebrows, I'm using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso, and it's the darkest one I can find, but I still feel it's a little too light, so I just lightly use it to define my brow shape the way they are naturally. I'm not going to build on the shape or change them. I'm just going to make them stand out again, especially after lighting them with the foundation. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this pale beige and pale pink color. I'm mixing them and I'm applying them all over my eyelids. This is going to brighten up my eyelids and make my eyes look more open. And then after that, I'm going to pick up two brown shades. They both have a little bit of shimmer in them, and I just like mixing colors. You can just use one, but I'm using a fluffy blending brush to work the two colors into my crease. This is going to add some depth to my eyes and make them look more open. Everything I'm doing is going to add to the effect of having more open, larger eyes, especially the next step. I'm picking up a bit of a darker brown and working it into the outer V of my eyes because I love my definition, and that is what that is for. I drag the color on the outer half of my lower lash line as well, and then the two light colors on my lid I put on the inner half of my lower lash line. Then I'm picking up this gold color from my Carly Bible palette and applying it on the middle of my eyelid, as I would if I were to do a halo eye. This is to put the focus on the ball of my eye to make my eye look bigger and more open and more round. I picked up some white highlight and put it in my tear ducts and underneath my brows, but it is a little intense, so I just diffused it a bit, and then whatever was left of my brush, I put on my Cupid's bow for a bit of a subtle glow there. I used my Body Shop liquid eyeliner, and I'm drawing a really small wing. I'm drawing a really thin line on my upper lash line and winging it out a bit to make my eyes look a little bit longer, but nothing too extreme, especially just because this is an everyday type of thing. For my lashes, I'm curling them. This really makes them pop, and then I don't have to apply as much mascara to get them nice and big and full. I'm using this mascara by Catrice, and it really makes my lashes long. So curling them and using this together really makes them pop and stand out. For my waterline, I'm using the silver colored eyeliner, and the reason is it covers the pinkishness you have in your eye, and it makes your eye look more awake, more healthy, and the overall effect is just nice and bright. For my lips, I'm using this nude pink lip liner, and I'm applying it all over my lips. The reason for this is lip liners last better than any lipstick, so I just do this and I don't have to worry about my lips throughout the day. And then to set everything, I'm using my LA Girl Pro setting spray, and I'm giving it a moment to just dry before I continue. Now that I'm dressed, I'm moving on to my hair. I did sleep with my hair in a braid, so I'm untying it and then just brushing it through a little bit before I'm going to tie up a little bit at the top. I don't want my hair to be in my face because I'm going to class today. So I just picked up the top half and tied it, and then I puffed out the top a bit so then it looks so slicked back. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.